Hello, it's Kev again. Time for a video. So, first things first, disclaimer, fair use, non-profit, etc, blah, blah, blah. Get that out of the way. So, what we're looking at now, test number 4 from Cambridge 10, IELTS previous papers. As you may or may not know, as I keep saying, we're doing every single writing task, one from the academic Cambridge previous papers, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. This is test 4 of number 10. We're starting on 9, Cambridge 9, immediately after this one. So this one's relatively straightforward. Life cycle of a large fish called the salmon. Okay, so I've got my sample to take a look at, and I've got 5 student responses. We'll take a look at those. So the process questions are relatively straightforward, especially if it's a cycle, so it could be like a salmon, life cycle of a moth or caterpillars or usually some other creatures, so it goes round and round. So here you start off with the eggs being laid. The eggs turn into a small fish kind of fry, like it says there in stage 1. Stage 2, they turn into a smolt. Stage 3, adult fish go back to lay their eggs, and the cycle starts again. Yeah, so there's only, 4 stages, anyway. So eggs, fry, smolt, adult salmon. Yeah. Okay, and you've got the diagram here at the bottom, which shows you. I can make this. Yeah. So that 1 doesn't refer to a stage, it refers to the name of that fish at that age. Then 2, again, that's not a stage, that's the smolt, and 3, the adult. So although it may look as if it's got three stages, it's actually got 4. So you've got eggs, fry, smolt, adult fish. Okay? Right, so get that out of the way. Look at mine first. 197 words. Okay, like I say, sentence 1 pretty easy. The diagrams depict, illustrate, show stages in the life of the large species of fish, the salmon. The overview, so it's a natural process. It's a cycle, 4 stages, eggs, fish, etc. Finally returning to the birthplace to lay eggs and begin the cycle again. So all that we're doing here, we're just simply listing the stages using the detail in the diagrams, using sequencing words. So the first stage begins, before, then, when, during this period, finally, afterwards, etc. Right, so it's pretty straight. First stage begins, adult salmon lay eggs of a part of the river, 5 to 6 months. They hatch into baby fish or the fry. Then they turn into the smolt, gaining size, back to the open sea. So anyway, you can read that. It's pretty straightforward stuff, really. Okay, you just need to make sure that you include some of the details in the pictures which we just saw. So now I've got 5 here. Now, first things first, this is way too short, under length. So it says if it's less than 140, you probably automatically get a penalty. That's how it used to be. So you've got the diagrams of the life cycle of salmon, species of fish. Oops, that shouldn't be there, should it? There's caps. Why is that? How do my caps lock on? So, species of fish, 3 distinct stages. Well, there's not. There's actually kind of 4: eggs, fry, smolt, adult fish. And then with fast flowing, smolt salmon, centimeters, migrate to open sea. They live in the open sea. They grow up in a 5 stage. So it's way too short, right? Look at mine. Mine's 197. So it's way too short. Okay, so there's one little things about, articles and etc. But the main thing is way too short. The second one also too short, 145. I mean, you need at least 150. Most of these, well, most of the samples you might see on the internet. Just adjust that camera just a bit, yeah. Okay. So most of the ones that you see on IELTS, Liz, Salmon, Advantage, they're about 180, 90. All right. So the given diagram highlights a life cycle of special. Well, it's not a special species, is it? It's a large fish. It's not a special fish. 3 primary stages. Tell us again. They've made the mistake. 3 stages. We've got eggs, fry, smolt, adult fish. That's 4, yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything. So we've got some missing information here. So it said what? It said in the slow-moving waters among reeds and stones. The next step, the grown salmon. Well, the grown salmon, that's the end part where they're the adults. So they're not grown, are they? Known as fry, move to another region of the river known as. Well, it's not known as. It's simply, it's they go to whichever river, the faster flowing section. The duration which the fish are caught is approximately is 4 years. So anyway, quite a few things here. Way too short, and it doesn't really work. There's not enough information here, so that won't get a very good score there. Next one's better, 163. 3 steps. Again, they've counted, right, 1, 2, 3, but they've missed the egg stage. Eggs, fry, small, adult salmon. It's not 3 steps or stages. Now, huge. It's not huge. Huge means huge. It's not. Large fish, not huge. With salmon eggs located, well, right, they're not located, well, they've got to be laid with slow moving. What? With slow moving what? It begins with salmon eggs located under small stones. Well, they're laid between reeds and small stones at the base of the reed, under small stones at the base of reeds in the upriver with slow moving. The fry can be seen. As a result, well, they hatch and turn into fry. Keeps living in the lower river with fast flowing to get the smolt. Alright. They reach 15 centimetres for almost 4 years. They reach 12 to 15 centimetres. You mean it takes approximately 4 years for them to reach 12 to 15 centimetres, which is not the same. A smolt is presented in salmon for nearly 5 years. That's again word order. Adult salmon and length, then they go back to birth at the age of 7 with the So I would put that overview, paragraph 2. Okay? Because it's an overview, overview. It's not an underview. It's an overview. So I would do that. 163 words, not too bad. 159 words. Okay. The given diagram cycle of salmon's life. Of what? The life cycle of a salmon. From an overall perspective, salmons are 4 main stages. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. They pass each of these periods in different aquatic areas. That's not really identifying the key features, though. Is it really? I mean, that does. But different aquatic areas where it's all kind of water. I mean, a river and a sea and a river, that's only 2. Yeah? River, sea, and river. Okay. Eggs are laid in an upper river, or the upper part of a river, where the flow is slow. Under reeds amongst more stones, the fries hatch and go to the lower river. We'll go A to lower river. Fast flowing lower river in the fast flowing for around 4 years. Okay, so this isn't too bad. It's got more or less the information here. After that, they become smolt, travelling to open seas, well, to the open sea, and stay there for the next 5 years. In this phase, the fish is 12 centimeters long, so we usually spell it R-E, T-R-E. This is going to let me do it here, yeah. Centimeter, that's the UK one. Meter, M-E-T-R-E. American spelling is M-E-T-E-R. It doesn't matter really what you use, if it's English version, American version, just be consistent, but as this is my English version of the word, and I'm an Englishman. Meter, M-E-T-R-E. Something that had become mature. Why is it that had? Isn't it have, but have? Become, or that simply became. We don't need past perfect. Had become, became, mature. Go back to the upper river in order to lay the eggs, and the cycle starts anew. Okay, so not too bad, but still a few things that need changing there. Okay, I think this is the final one. Yeah. 157. Okay, of the salmon. 3 main steps. What was actually 4. Movement to this area again. Okay, that could be better. Only 157 words. Firstly, salmon lay eggs at slow moving. What at? Well, you usually lay it in. It's not at. Lay eggs in the slow moving upper river. The eggs remain among reeds and small stones. Put an article in front of that. Caught fries. It's not fries like French, like French fries or chips. Yeah. That's in Low River. 4 years. Festival Salmon's life cycle called small, centimeters long. I'm not going to change that every time. To the open sea, mainly for about 5 years. Have a hood, 76 centimeters in length. Mature adults, A-T-R-E. Move again to a slow moving upper river where they lay eggs. 157 words. Okay, so we can see then that most of these have the same mistakes. Most of them are either just on the word count, or they're too short, or they don't contain enough information or detail. Under length. They miscalculate the stages, 3 stages, actually 4, and they just don't give enough information or detail. There's some grammar, also there's some sentence construction, but a lot of this is basically the same. So I'll just put mine on again. So it's not that hard to get a decent word count if you fill out your sentences, you know. The first stage begins when adult salmons lay the eggs remain there, you know. You can, during this period, don't gain it. If you look at how I've constructed my sentences, you can see how you can get that word count up. And don't, you know, keep this in mind. There's a minimum, but there's not a maximum. The more language that you can show, good sentences, complex main clause, subordinate clause, different sentence types, etc., the better your score is going to be. So, you know, if it's too short, you're not really going to be showing them enough. So, anyway, you can see how I've constructed my sentences here. I'll just leave that, and you can have a look at it. So, I hope that helps. Next one, don't know, coming in a day or 2. So, we're starting on Cambridge 9 now, test number 1. I think that's the map of the island. We'll take a look at that. So when that's done, you'll see it. So wherever you are, YouTube, Parrot Apps 9 Pro, or Telegram, if it's on YouTube, links in the description box. Join the group. You can post yours. Okay. Anyway, hope that helps. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.